subject, which is movies. And we love to talk to writers, directors and stars of films. But we also want to talk to people from Birmingham and the Black Country who are involved in filmmaking. So if you are involved in filmmaking in any way, shape or form, then why don't you drop us an email, get in touch. We'd love to get you in on the studio. You can just drop us an email, sunnyandShay@bbc.co.uk. So that's SUNNY and SHAY @bbc.co.uk. Now, one of those people, he's from Stourbridge. His name is Nick J.Townsend. He's been an extra in TV, but he's starring in a short film, and he's here. We're very lucky to say he's here in the studio to tell us more. How are you doing, Nick?
Oh, I'm really excited to be here. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much for coming in. Now, tell us about this film that you're involved with. What's the name of the film, and what are you doing in it?
The film is it's called Chasing. I think it's still in production because they filmed all my bits.
Right.
And also, I was playing an older version of one of the characters, fittingly known as Chase, and they thought I was brilliant. So yeah. I got to say, I did pretty good.
Yeah, good on you.
See, right now I'm looking at you, and you look like the Batman villain, which is Two-Face.
Oh yes.
Right.
Yes.
So is this for a film role right now, or is this something that you're carrying for a reason?
It's been my identity and look for 15 years.
Wow. So explain to me the look. What's the thought process behind this look?
Well, some people might say split personality. That would associate. That'd be like that would be like some kind of mental illness suggestion. I haven't no mental illness, but I did speak to a few actors over there. One called Charles Frank, and he gave me some good advice. And I think this kind of explains it. He says, if you want to make it in Hollywood, you have to have a look.
Right. And
you have to stick with that look. One of the actors he told me about was a chap that started off growing his beard.
Right.
And he started off getting small roles in things like Dexter and different kind of shows like that. Now he's in Sons of Anarchy, one of the biggest TV shows there is, because he's maintained a look. And I've maintained a look for the past 15 years, mainly for music, because I'm also a musician.
Now, let me just describe for our listeners what the look is.
But we'll take a picture, of course.
Yes, we will, of course, take a picture
yeah, sure.
with you. We'd love to, and we will pop it up on at BBC WM. Yes,
come
in the middle. Yes, we'll do that. But basically, Nick, on the right side of your face, you're completely clean-shaven. In fact, you've also shaved your head as well on the right side. But on the left side, you've got beautifully long hair. And then just on the left side of your face as well, you've obviously got a short goatee, or is it a beard?
It's not quite as long as yours.
Yeah.
You've got a beard.
I meant the hair, not the goatee.
Thank you, Nick. It's a very different, unique look. I mean, how do you feel then being in this short film? It's called Chasing. So you went out to Hollywood to film this film, didn't you?
Well, I was quite surprised I got it, to be honest. And it was things of fate and chance. One of the reasons why I got it was because I've done walk-on parts. I've done like Shameless, Young Dracula, Hustle. Usually I get contacted if they want someone that looks really stupid. Oh, we need someone that looks really strange or bizarre. Are you available? Have you still got your head? Yes, I've still got my head. So, but luckily there was a booking agent in Edinburgh, Debbie Stewart, and she'd seen someone on YouTube with me on a show called Doctors, which I've also been on. And she's got a company called D-Star Bookings, and what she does is she gets the stars when they come over here, they need PR and stuff, and she sorts out things for them to do when they're visiting England.
Right.
And it works the same way. So she suggested there's a company called Real People Productions, and there's a brilliant actor and filmmaker, James Craig Miles, and he was making this film called Chasing, which is based on a book called First, Last, Only.
Right.
It's really worth your reading. And this character, they thought I was okay for it, and I was pretty good after them. I went on the set, and
good on you.
They told me I kicked that word.
Yes. Tell us about the storyline of Chasing.
Well, it's kind of ironic because it's about a guy chasing his dreams.
Nice.
And he's always been doing rock music his whole life. Everyone's told him, no, you
ain't going to do it. Yeah.
Stop now, forget it. And he keeps on going, I can't spoil how it ends. I can't really. To be honest, I don't even know when the thing's out yet. I mean, it might not be till, I don't know, 6 months. It's probably going to go for film festivals first.
Nice.
They start off with that, and then if that picks up, they decide what to do with it after, I assume.
So here's the thing now. You know, Ricky Gervais did a sitcom, which was or a comedy series called Extras, and a lot of people who do extra work as a career, they said that's quite close to how extras. Was that a really true depiction of how extras, you know, do feel on the set of a movie? Always trying to get the extra line, always trying to be competitive with the other guys and that kind of stuff. Or do you think it was a bit too cynical?
No. There's actually there's strict rules extras have as what you can and can't do.
Right.
Usually, if you've got a role, it's pretty strict.
Okay.
What you have, you know beforehand what you're going to be there for. They'll tell you if it's a speaking role on the day. I mean, there's bits where Ricky Gervais does a thing where he'll ask for a line.
Yes.
I don't think anyone could really get away with that, to be honest.
Right.
But saying that, though, there's roles I've done where they've asked for me to do extra things once they've realised, oh, he's pretty good, actually. Let's see if he can do that. So I suppose a lot of it is, you know, based on fact.
And so is it true, being at the right place at the right time, you could actually get, like you did, discovered. You got discovered just being at the right place at the right time, right?
You've got to be confident.
Right.
I mean, I'm a nice guy, but being nice doesn't get you everywhere. Sometimes you have to harden up and you have to be very, you have to take yourself seriously. And also actually have faith in yourself. Because everyone that's got a chance to say something negative will. So you just got to believe
now
yourself.
Me and you got something in common.
Thank you.
I also used to be an extra, and I've been in an extra in a movie called The Mean Machine that was shot here in England.
Yeah, I've seen it, yeah.
You've seen it, right?
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I was at Unfit Con, and I had lines, and I was so happy that I got to be with Vinnie Jones. I was part of that crew, and I didn't make the cut, so they cut me out, right?
Aww.
But thing is, and what I'm saying is that I was doing all the, training and everything, and I had a speaking line and all that kind of stuff. And then on my birthday, October the 1st, me and my brother went to London to go and watch this film. And all you could see was me being extremely big, fat, right? And they cut out my speaking role.
They cut you out?
They cut out the speaking role. They got me in there.
That's
I can still see me, but they didn't use the speaking role, which I thought, well, okay, that's fair enough. I was so happy.
Normal, though,
this is it. So, you know, so is extra... being an extra, is it I couldn't sustain a lifestyle being an extra because it wasn't guaranteed work all the time. Is it plausible to say that, you know, do this as a hobby, but don't do it as a career?
I think if you can turn it into a career, that's great. But realistically, I mean, myself, I have a unique look, so I'm not going to get period dramas.
Right, okay, fair enough.
I mean, maybe there's one storyline they could fit me in where there's a weird dream sequence, but not normally. If you're on an extras agency, you have a certain look,
right?
Special skills, powers, or whatever they call it. Like if you can swim, if you can drive a car, they're actual skills. People don't realise that's a skill, but if they need a scene where an extra needs to drive a car, then you're going to get the work.
Yes.
To get the work, I think you actually have to be very normal. You have to have everything, like just short hair,
and just be
normal
blend
things.
into the crowd, right?
Yeah,
that's what you're
that's
saying,
what
right?
Extras are.
Yeah, exactly.
People like me, they only use me for special circumstances. But if you want to make it as a career, I think to be an extra, you have to be very plain looking.
Right. So don't stick out the crowd. Yeah.
Well, that's a very sound piece of advice. Look, so lovely having you in, Nick. We wish you the best of luck with this film. If anyone wants to keep in touch with you and follow the journey, what's your details on Twitter?
Just twitter.com/Nick J.Townsend.
And just finally, we've been asking throughout the show, who's your favourite Bond of all time? Do you have a favourite James Bond?
Oh, it's hard because they keep getting new ones.
Yes, it's true.
I like
that
Roger
is true.
Moore, but then somebody else comes along, and I've always loved Roger Moore because he's so sarcastic.
Yes.
Sarcasm is a great form of self-defence, but no, Roger Moore for me. Can I say hello to Debbie, please?
Yes,
please
say
do.
hello.
Go on.
Hi, Debbie. I made it.
You certainly
She'll get
have. So lovely having you and Nick. We're going to take a picture with Nick right now and pop it up on Twitter at BBC WM. But as we're asking, do text us 81333. Start your message with WM. Who is your favourite Bond of all time? This is Are You Ready for Love?